Welcome to Israel News. Glad to be back here one more time. Finishing up on the trilogy of the fire, the Black Forest Fire in the state of Colorado. I had an opportunity to visit Colorado. Beautiful state. If you get a chance, please visit Colorado. I mean, it's just absolute gorgeous. So many things to see there. Wow, beautiful state. Unfortunately, it's known for fires. And anyway, another thing. Let me just get through this real quickly here. I'm watching and observing, they're giving out information about the fire, the status of the fire, and you have people standing around obvious that have nothing to do with the information. Was not going to take the podium to give out information. There's some gentleman with overalls and a cap on, some shades. I mean, he looked like he was holding up the board that they had the map on. And wasn't no doubt in my mind that he was not there to give out any information. I think a sheriff or a policeman or one individual of authority came and removed the individual from the area. People, stop trying to get your face on TV. Let me tell you what that means. Nothing. If you're not there to serve a purpose, or you're not generating revenue, it's not for the income, people, stop. You're so brainwashed. Can you remind me of people, Good Morning America, standing outside of a window, it's raining, and they standing outside waving. Who you gonna call and say, did you see me on TV? People, that is stupid. Your life gotta consist of something better. So basically I'm saying, if you're not there to serve a purpose, especially in a time like this, people losing their homes, people subject to lose their lives, losing everything they work for, and all you care about is getting your face on a TV, on a camera. Don't make sense. People, stop displaying brainwash or stupidity. Basically what it is a little stupidity and brainwash mixed in together. So I think they should just set up some type of security perimeter. If you're not there to assist in getting information out, you're not there if you're there for a reason or purpose, they want you there. Other than that, walking around and making sure they see you on TV, walk around the camera, get behind the camera, get where you need to go. I see people marching back and forth behind the board that was holding the map just to get on TV. You look stupid, especially in a situation like this. There's so much at risk, and all you care about is whether or not does someone see you on TV. Okay, go on. The individual that lost their lives in the fire. I don't want to sound insensitive. I don't want to sound non-caring or anything like that. Okay? If the individual who lost their life in this fire, the individual of sound mind who elected not to obey the evacuation order, I have no passion. I don't feel nothing. Because to me, you're stupid. And people who do stupid things should happen to them. I'm not talking about people who make mistakes. We all make mistakes. We all do things wrong. But if you have an evacuation order, you're told to get out of an area because you're putting your life in danger, and you elect not to follow that order, then what happens. Okay? Your major networks can't air this. Thank God for YouTube, because I can. So if this is not the situation, then this is not applicable. What I'm saying do not apply. So just push it aside. But if by chance the individual who lost their lives in that fire is individual with a sound mind who refused to obey the evacuation order, then I really don't have any compassion. I don't. I have compassion for the family members and the friends who's going to deal with losing that relationship or losing a life of someone they love or care about. But please, and that's the word but, if you're given an order to protect your life, to leave a certain area in the future, leave. You can always find a way to enjoy life if you got life. I'm going to say it again. You always can find a way to enjoy life if you got life. So don't let things be your reason to put your life in jeopardy. Okay? So again, if this don't apply, throw it out. It's not real news. Okay? So, but I'm hoping that that this is not the case. That these are not the individuals who refuse to obey the evacuation order. Individuals of sound mind. I'm hoping this is not the case. Again, I'm not hoping and I'm not wishing anyone would lost their life. I'm not that cold-hearted. Okay. So, of course, we don't want nobody to lose their life, especially the firemen, the policemen, and other agencies who are doing their very best to help preserve life and property. And I think all the agencies there in Colorado, they did a marvelous job. I mean, you talking about that should be a celebration. Instead of celebrating the fire, you should celebrate the people who did a great job in protecting homes and lives. That's what you should celebrate instead of next year celebrating the Black Forest Fire, which you will do because we live in a negative society. So you're always going to celebrate the negativeness of things and not the positive of things. See, you won't celebrate the great job they did. Make that an annual celebration. The great job that all the police officers, all the firemen did to make sure that life was preserved and reduce the amount of property that was lost. The firemen and the sheriff and the policemen, all of them who participated in making sure your home wasn't burglarized while the fire was going on. These people did a great job, and I think they should be celebrated annually and not the negative side of the situation. All right, let's go on. Enough on that. Again, don't mean to sound cold or insensitive to anyone who lost their life, but just please put a greater value on your life than things. Okay? What was the other thing on that? Let's see. Oh, high risk area. Consider this. Some of you going to rebuild, and many of you are. You're putting yourself back in the same situation. If you escape a situation with your life, please consider whether or not you want to put yourself back in that situation again. Some areas are a higher risk than other areas. Colorado is not known for a rainfall. So if you live in a forest area that's not known for its rain, then you're putting yourself at high risk again. Now, I know a natural disaster can happen at any time and any place. But there are some places that are higher risk than other places. Do you really want to rebuild and put your life back through that again, or subject to that again? I don't know. That's up to you. You have to think about that. That's your choice. I'm just saying, think about it. Give it some serious thoughts. Whether or not you want to put yourself in that situation all over again, living in a forest area that is known for fires, not known for a high volume of rain. I think the state of Colorado depends upon snow for a lot of its water reserve and moisture. So really think about that. I know you have the finance, you have the resources to rebuild there, and the city and the property and the realtor and developers, they can care less. All they want is your revenue. So please think about that. Do you want to take that risk, putting yourself back in that situation all over again? Last thing on high risk, and this kind of steering away from the fire there in Colorado. People who put themselves at high risk, I'm going to say this again. People that do stupid things should happen to them. People who ride a motorcycle without a helmet on, that is stupid. I don't understand how some states, I think all the states in the United States of America, requires you in its law or ordinance for you to buckle up if you're in a moving vehicle. And most of your vehicle got the doors, the roof, and the front, the back, and they have airbags. Most of them have airbags in them. And you're required to buckle up for your safety. Now think about this. You can get on a motorcycle in some states and go just as fast as an automobile, and all you're required to have sunglasses on. If it's mandatory for you to wear a seatbelt, tell me why would not it be mandatory for you to wear a helmet? Now think about that. Who put it to vote that you should have to wear a seatbelt? And whoever voted that you should wear a seatbelt, with or without your permission, do you feel more comfortable without a seatbelt on? So somehow legislators passed a law that you must wear a seatbelt, but they give you an option whether or not you should wear a helmet in some states. Now, please think about that. That is a high-risk move. Someone really didn't think that out. No, sir. Basically because corporations, follow the money. You'll find out who's behind anything. Follow the money. I said to you before that we don't have a government for the people, and the people are not the government anymore. Corporation is the government, and government is for corporation. That's bottom line. Long as you got lobbyists on the floor, you're always going to have a government since 1800 something. A government is for the corporation, and the corporation is the government. So that is a proven fact right there. For that state to make a mandatory law that you buckle up, but yet don't make it a mandatory law that you wear a helmet on a motorcycle. Please. It's the real news. Glad to be with you. Again, you get a chance to visit Colorado, please do. Beautiful state. Probably one of the ninth wonders of the world. Beautiful things to see there. Again, all the agencies that assisted in getting that fire under control, making sure the area was safe, reduce vandalism and burglaries. My thumbs up to you. And I hope they celebrate you once a year instead of celebrating the fire. Celebrate all of those people who helped to preserve life and to keep and preserve property for those who didn't lose their home. That should be a greater significance, more important than the disaster or the talking about the fire. Talk about the people who did everything they could to get that fire under control, get it out, and yet didn't lose any more lives than what they lost. So think about that. Great job, people. If there was a fire in my community or where I live, I wish I had you there. Great job. Remember, life is good. Do good, be good to life, and it will be good to you. Do good things, and good things will happen. Remember, the words you use throughout your day will have an effect upon you at the end of your day. God bless. Out of here.